Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to Phasmophobia for another weekly challenge. This time it's Do As I Command. Without further ado, let's hop in and see what's in store for us this week. Okay, so here we are, Sunny Meadows. We... must have been there, was it? Is it here? Where is it? Oh, back here. So in the worst spot. We have all tier 3 by the looks. And from memory, because we've done this one before, I'm pretty sure I'm going to take one of these in because I think we get to use all the cursed possessions. Which is pretty neat. We're 100% sanity, as you saw. No timer. Worst breaker spot, though. Which kind of sucks. But I'm pretty sure, do as I command, we get all, yes, all cursed possessions. Let's just use this once. Okay, is that the desk downstairs? So definitely the most powerful ones on this challenge are your board, asking where the ghost is, the monkey paw, asking to trap the ghost, the mirror, but the mirror can be a bit iffy because, where was it? It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Because the mirror, if it's in a room that isn't easily identifiable, it can be a bit difficult. As for getting evidence, the what should we call it? The voodoo doll is great. The music box is on small maps brilliant at finding the ghost room. On a map this large, it's not that great. It really isn't. Because it may be difficult to know where it is, if that makes sense. Like, because you can't hear it unless you're within a certain range of the ghost. You can't hear it singing. Okay, so it's not that desk. So it's definitely one of the like office desks with a globe on it. I thought it was a globe, or maybe it was this. I thought it was a globe though. That's definitely not here. I think we were in the right room before. I think so. I think it's the warden's office or whatever. Because these are cells, I think, aren't they? Yeah. They're not offices. This is what I mean. This map can be a little difficult. Using the mirror. But I thought I'd try that first. For this ghost room, actually, the box may not have been that bad. Let's have a look here first, just to make sure. I don't think it was here. No. The music box might not have been that bad, because that room, if it is the room I'm thinking of, is pretty close to the cursed possessions. So if you just used it immediately, you're likely to come across it. I don't think there's one in here. No. And I'm pretty sure not. Yeah. I mean, there's no desk. So it must have been a lamp, not a globe. I don't know why I saw a globe. Just trying to think, are there any other offices around the edges? I don't think there are. There's a lot of weird rooms, but I don't remember any offices. Maybe there is. You can always ask again. The board's probably the quickest, but I wanted to show some of the other possessions. No, it's not in here. We got this hiding spot. It's a good hiding spot, this one. This used to be always a not real hiding spot. Wasn't any in here, was there? No. No, definitely not here. No. Maybe it's the study rooms. Because one of them, oh, they have desks over here. The education room, school room. Ah, it's got a light on. Here we go. I don't think it was this room though, was it? Unless you've moved. I think it was this one. The one that's cold and has a globe on it. Freezing. There we go. I wasn't wrong with the globe. I thought I saw a globe. That's why I was a bit surprised. You turn the light on, you can't be a mare. And you're freezing. Which rules out mare anyway, but you know. Let's get some evidence items in. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you close? Where are you? How old are you? Are you friendly? Okay, it's probably not that. Alright. Let's go. Oh, whoops. I think there was an EMF2 on this door. Yeah. Or this light. In addition to the... Or maybe... I don't know. I think there may have been. Because it was an EMF2 and an EMF4. Now the door actually shutting then was because of the ghost event, which wouldn't normally give an EMF2, but the only reason I say that I think there was an EMF2 as well was because it was giving EMF2 without, you know, before I picked it up and brought it closer to the EMF4. So I think maybe it's not UV, but we'll have to check that. And this room here wouldn't probably be too bad for the music box either, in all honesty. Orby, straight away. You haven't written in my book, have you? No. Where are you, ghost? Are you here? Oh, did I use this with the light on before? Because I'm an idiot. Where is it? Spirit box. There. Spirit box, where are you? Are you here? No, because it did the ghost event. Are you close? Wait, what's going on? Yep. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Thingies. Interesting. There we go. Hunted. Could be, though, a mimic. But then it would be, where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you French? Are you French? How old are you? Are you far? Are you friendly? Sometimes they work, some of these things, but sometimes they don't. Alright. I'll believe you. Believe you can't talk to me. It's a Hantu. I mean, I can always do this. Oh, hang on. Take the crucifix out. Whoops. Wrong one. I brought the crucifix in because I was going to play around with the voodoo doll, but I don't need to do that. Because you can use the voodoo doll just draining sanity without the risk of a hunt if you want to, if you consume one crucifix, basically one of the tier 3 crucifixes will consume both charges. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. What am I gonna do? This is the Hantu. Whoops. I get caught on something apparently. This is the reason why I decided to do it. Just to make sure that it wasn't a mimic. Because this is very... Unless it's happening to choose to be... Oh, that's right. I don't have anything on, so... Come over here. Oi. Unless it just happened to choose to be a Hantu at this particular time. Oh, that's a Hantu. Much slower, doesn't speed up. Slower when the room temperature is higher. And because the breaker has been on for quite a while now, out here it's about 16 degrees inside of its room. It must have been outside of its room, that's why the music box went off a bit early. Even though I didn't see a ghost event, which should have done. But anyway. Yeah, so it's slow when it's hot and very fast when it's cold. If it had started in its room, it would have been much, much faster. They're a menace on outdoor maps, on like snowy weather. But otherwise, they're pretty easy to run away from. Hard to. Next one. All right, let's go in. Now, as I was saying, the reason that I didn't even look for the breaker. The reason why the music box can be a bit iffy on this map, not like what you just saw there, but for finding the ghost. On small maps, it can be pretty good at finding the ghost room. On really large maps like this one, it tends to not be that great because you have to get within a certain, I think it's like 30 meters before you can even hear the singing. You may even have to get closer, which can be a bit difficult. Let's use this one this time. Where are you? What? Oh, restricted. I thought I was going to say restroom, but I don't think there is a restricted, so it's restricted room. I don't know if there is a restroom. Goodbye. So obviously it's quite powerful. You chew up 50% of your sanity doing that though. So that's why I brought the sanity pill in. I think we may get a lot of restoration for this one. This one also is pretty good at finding the ghost room. The summoning circle is terrible at finding the ghost room. Mirror can be okay. Cards, terrible usually. Unless you're really lucky. Same, like this guy can be okay, Voodoo Doll, for finding the ghost room. And this is honestly what I think is one of the more difficult parts of the game. Like, certainly one of the more time-consuming aspects of the game. Again, the problem is you need to be near the... you need to be close enough. Like, back in the day, you used to be able to hear... I didn't check the map. Because I kind of forget which one was restricted one. I think it's here. Could be wrong though. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'd say it's this one. See how cold it is. Yeah, back in the day you used to be able to hear things from ridiculous distances away. Now it's much more difficult. So the Voodoo Doll find the ghost room isn't as good, but for getting evidences, because you can just keep forcing evidences, right? In that case, it's mostly what you're looking for is UV, EMF, and ghost writing. You used to be able to force dots too, which was really awesome, but you can't do that anymore, I don't think. It's kind of unrelated. Okay, so definitely this gives us a lot of sanity. Each of these must restore at least 50% sanity because I'm back up basically to 100% after using the board. I think they may even give 100%, but I'm not quite sure. We might drain our sanity on purpose a bit later. So this was the map that I was talking about. 65 restricted 1. Yes. That's really cool. Where am I going though? This is not the right way. That's really cool that this map has like a map in it, even though it can be a bit hard to read for some of the rooms, but it's still pretty good regardless. I quite like it. Makes sense. It's a lot, you know, fits into the aesthetic of the map. Where are you?
From behind.
Oh, thank you. That was pretty easy. Probably should have brought this in earlier because it... Oh. I don't see no fingies. Still might be just a bit later. Let's put that in. We've got spirit box. Okay. Got orbs. Why I removed that, but whatever. Hang on. Oh no, I did bring 3 things in. Never mind. I'm gonna say it's probably not freezing, and we know from last game it definitely gives all evidences. So it's unlikely to be freezing because I think it would have dropped it below that by now. Ghost orb. Okay. I did actually check this to see if this has been turned on at all, and it has not. So it very well might be a mare. We might give the voodoo doll a shot, hey? Voodoo doll with the crucifix. The reason I went straight to that is because with this combination, without ultraviolet, we will double check to make sure that's still the case. I think here we could, yep, definitely. No fingies. So no ultraviolet means no mimic. It then means that our options are mare, which is riding. And when I saw mare and yokai, like I knew straight away, mare is riding, yokai is dots. So that's probably not a very good spot. Let's put it here, or maybe here. Here. It's better to have both of them, of course, if you can. But where are you? Let's go get the voodoo doll. See if we can force writing. It may even write before we get back. Now, hopefully it doesn't wander too far from the room. I actually might move where the crucifix is so that it covers a bit more of the hallway, because it's not going to be... Yeah, the tier 3 crucifix is massive, so it's not going to have any problems covering this small, tiny room. Right. The biggest problem is going to be if it, you see, like, it's absolutely massive, so. I'd say it's probably a yokai. Because the tier 3 book is easier to get. There's that cursed hunt. Okay, no book. Did not use the book. Still none of that. Now we're still pretty close to being hunted here, which is a little scary. Crap. It's a yokai though. Didn't come straight for me, but then I got too close. Problem was where I ran, there's no escape out that way. I should have run the other way. But it is indeed a yokai. But it didn't come straight for me. There we go, yokai. On to the next one. Okay, let's go. Which cursed possessions haven't I used yet? I think I might try and use the mirror this time. So the mirror can be a bit... Depending on what room it is, unless you know the rooms really well. Like, mirror is like one of the worst... Ooh, bone right here, look at this. Mirror can be one of the worst for large maps, particularly like high school. It can be really bad for high school, but in many maps it's very, very powerful. Okay, I think I know which room that might be. It's not the easiest room, but it's by far not the hardest. Usually if you get one of the bedrooms, that's one of the harder ones. Could be this room. It might be here. Because I'm even looking this way. It's either there. No. It's pretty cold out here, so probably not. Or I think... Oh, no, near these. This one, I think. No, not this one. Next one. Wrong one. This is the one that I thought. Yeah, here we are. It's here for sure. Yeah. So again, I saw these. This is a pretty good room, like I said. If you get some of the bedrooms, it can be much more difficult to tell. Temperature's going down. All right, let's go. Nice and active. That's good. There's a lot of activity there. Nothing particularly unusual, though. Just a lot of activity. Trying to think which ghosts could be actually quite bad for us because we use that. If this is a Thay, that could be a bit scary. Thays are pretty terrifying. And very active at the beginning. Don't see any orb though, which is good for it not being a Thay. It could just be regular active, and it could just have appeared particularly active on the chart. Ooh, that's pretty cold. Where are you?
Take it away.
Okie dokie, so we have ourselves a spirit box. Where are you? Give us a sign. Show yourself. Where are you? Is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Nothing there. Let's see. Are you cold? Yes, you are freezing. As soon as it goes below 1 degree, it'll be freezing. I would say, yeah, put there. I'll say could be a mimic. Could be a mimic, I think. I thought I did not see UV though, right? Or maybe I did. I've just forgotten. I think I've heard any back-to-back stuff, which would suggest twins. But the activity was very high. I am hearing things in the distance too, which may or may not be. Maybe I'm not catching them. Yeah, maybe they're just ambient sounds, but maybe. I mean, if I die, I'm probably gonna go for twins. But could be mimic too. It could be any of them. Any of these guys. Let's try and see if we can get the door touch. Because that will tell us whether we can rule out UV. What did you do? I didn't hear anything. Huh? Okay, that one I heard. Okay, yep. Is that a potato? I think it was a potato. I think these are happening so far away from me, some of them. Some of them, or maybe not. Because the potato's here. I think, isn't it? It's in here. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on there. Uh-oh. That's not good. There isn't really anywhere to hide in this room, so if I get seen, I'm dead. You notice though, it is what I thought it was, by the way. I think. So the activity, when you see high activity like that, it kind of suggests again a few ghosts. A few ghosts tend to be. What is it? It's EMF 5. Yeah, the EMF meter. Oh. I don't think this actually protects me, by the way. I don't think so. So it was just luck that it didn't come in. So when you see activity like that, yeah, it does lean towards certain ghosts. That would be the Fae, Poltergeist, Twins, and I think Oni can actually be pretty active too. I'm not sure if it actually does have increased activity. It kind of feels like it does to me. Maybe it doesn't. Like Oni definitely has ghost event, like 100% does more ghost events. But I'm not sure about other types of activity. It used to have a special throw as well that they gave to the Poltergeist instead. So that there looks like an EMF 5, an EMF 5. Well, this is probably actually the hunt. But this looks like an EMF 5. See how it goes up more than that. But one other thing that you probably heard was that the ghost was fast. It was slightly fast. It was also started its hunt a very long way away from me. And that's because it was a decoy hunt. The decoy can hunt from a position further away, basically. But I'm just draining my sanity here, though, so we're not going to actually be able to wipe them all. That's the special. If you have all the cursed possessions, you can do that. We may finish it later. I have a bit of hide here, though. Back there might work. Maybe. It starts its hunt from in here, though. I'm dead. But it was doing things from far away, so that's also like reasonably far. Probably too far, especially when I was using the voodoo doll. Probably too far for most other ghosts to be able to do. Because the decoy has like a 10-meter range rather than a 2-meter, something like that, rather than a 2-meter range for its interactions. Oh wait, do I have another? Yes, I do. You've eaten them now though, so don't worry about it. I was going to say, wait, I have another crucifix. One thing to note about the crucifix. You remember how I was saying that the decoy can hunt far away from the ghost? It can certainly do that. Can hunt within its range. When it checks for if there's a crucifix nearby, it checks where the ghost is, not where it's going to start the hunt. So the decoy can actually start a hunt on top of a crucifix. And that's not a bug, that's actually intended. And that can make twins, very rarely, can make them quite strong. Normally, the main reason they're strong is because of that. I'm dead, I think. Ah! Oh, fuck. I'm definitely dead now. Maybe not. Why couldn't I walk through the door like I always do? This is a terrible room, though. Oh, I'm dead. Bye, boys. Still, that was the twins. He was slightly fast. He was a decoy. That was a decoy hunt again. That's why it hunted over there rather than here. It was hunted in its room. There we go. So hunting from unexpected locations is the other. I was about to say the other reason why they can be dangerous is they can hunt from unexpected locations, like right on top of you. And that's that's the twins. That's the decoy. I then didn't really have any where I was standing. I should have been in a hiding spot, and I had no out. But whatever, doesn't matter on the weekly challenge. But yeah, particularly like stuffing up the door there, not having any like escape plan, and not standing in the hiding place. If I was in the hiding place, it probably wouldn't have come over actually. The problem is that I was standing outside of the hiding place, and therefore it saw me the second the hunt started. So those are the type of things. If you want to live, you want to make sure you don't die, you need to be careful of. I was being a bit blasé, and it caught me because the twins can do that. They can hunt from unexpected locations. So they can be a bit scary. And it was the decoy again. You could hear it was slightly fast right off the bat. It's slightly faster than normal. If the regular ghost hunts, it will be slightly slower. So it's 10% faster or 10% slower. Decoy's 10% faster. The main ghost 10%. We call it the decoy anyway, just because the main ghost is 10% slower. And to be clear, they're not separate ghosts. It's actually a single ghost, but it has like two different modes of interactions. One is the normal radius of interaction, and then it has another special interaction that only it can basically acts like another. It acts kind of like another ghost, but it actually sits on top of the main ghost, and it has a much larger range. It's like a 10-meter range or something. And because it basically has, it's kind of like two ghosts, like one ghost sitting on top of the shoulders of another ghost, but with really long arms. Because of that, you tend to notice they're very active, and they're active a long way away from where the ghost's room is. And that tends to be the telltale signs of the twins. Even though there's definitely not two ghosts walking around. There is only a single ghost walking around. It's just that ghost has the ability to do two things kind of at once, basically. And you'll also hear a twin interaction too sometimes, where it'll do. I thought I heard that, but I couldn't see it. Somewhere where it'll do two things virtually at the same time, very, very close together. I couldn't see what the second thing was though, so I thought maybe I went around with the EMF meter and I couldn't pick it up. But it might have been that it was further away than I thought. But yeah, definitely if you get very active ghosts, definitely I usually immediately think it might be a Thay, might be a twins, might be a poltergeist. In this case, it was the twins. So that's the challenge for this week. Do as I command. I hope you guys enjoyed it, had a good time with it. I thought it was. I quite like this challenge. Having all the cursed possessions is really fun. It's really fun to play with them all. We didn't really play with the cards because the cards, especially when you're solo, they're very unreliable. Probably the weakest. They're very fun, and I wouldn't want them to be changed, to be quite frank. They are great the way they are. I mean, surely maybe add some more cards, but the unreliability of the tarot cards is what makes them fun. So buffing them, let's say, making them better would kind of remove the fun, or making them more consistent would remove the fun, right? That's the whole fun aspect of them. I didn't use the monkey paw. Monkey paw is very strong at multiple things. Wishing to trap the ghost will lock the door and give a locked symbol on the door of the ghost room. Just remember that on this map, the wing doors all lock and they start locked. I think they always start locked. So that lock symbol is not going to be showing you where the ghost is. And that should lock all the doors actually of the room that the ghost is in. It is kind of like the board in that it tells you, so when you ask to trap the ghost, or you ask it where the ghost is on the board, you ask the monkey paw where to trap the ghost, it locks the ghost in or says the room the ghost is currently in. So that's something to be aware of. It's not necessarily the ghost room. If the ghost has decided to walk out just as you ask the question, it may say it's in a corridor, for example. And on this map, the corridors aren't valid. On the large Sunny Meadows, they're not valid ghost rooms. It's probably just walked out of its room, and its ghost room is going to be one of the rooms adjoining the corridor, just as an example. That differs to the mirror. The mirror shows you the ghost room. Always shows you the ghost room. Doesn't matter where the ghost is currently. So in many ways, the mirror is superior to finding the ghost room than those, but you have to actually know what the ghost room looks like. You also kind of really, to not chew your sanity up, you have to be a little lucky at it, not just looking at a random wall when you use it, like just looking at a blank wall and you can't tell what the room it is, right? There's a little bit of luck involved with it, as well as a little bit of having played the game a lot so that you know what all the rooms look like. It's very powerful in small maps, because virtually all of the rooms look completely different than each other. But on maps, particularly like I would not recommend. I mean, you'd use it, sure, but it's not great on high school, for example. Because high school, there's like 40 classrooms, and there's a good chance the ghost is going to be in a random classroom. And unless you've memorized every single class, I have definitely not memorized every classroom. The mirror is kind of pretty trash. In that, I mean, it depends. It does depend on the ghost room, right? Like if it's in the basketball court, the cafeteria, if it's in one of the restrooms, at least there's only 4 of those, so it can still narrow things down really well. The music box on such a large map. The music box can be great for both getting the ghost photo, getting a hunt, and getting the ghost room on small maps. On this map, I struggle to get it to work well. Quite often, you just won't get close enough to the ghost to be able to hear it sing. You just drain all your sanity for nothing, basically. It can still be used for draining sanity. You can also just throw it in the ground if you want to get a hunt, and try and listen for the ghost with a hunt as well. And you can lose no sanity, get a hunt. So it's good. Summoning Circle, it's mostly for side objectives. That it's good for taking the ghost photo. Because it moves the ghost, it means that you can't use it to find the ghost room, which, particularly on a big map, is always one of the slowest parts of the match, right, of the contract. The Voodoo Doll, who unfortunately didn't really get to do much this time, because for some reason I didn't get EMF 5 with the twins. I don't know why. Maybe I did and I just completely ignored it. It was probably in the other rooms further away though. I do have problems with the EMF, so that the tier 3 EMF, the sound for EMF 5 is just not as distinct as it is for the others. The tier 1 and tier 2, particularly tier 2, it's really distinct. For tier 3, it's not as distinct. So maybe it was there and I completely missed it. But mostly what I'm trying to get with that is ghost riding. If you go through the entire, especially using the tier 3 crucifix to absorb the hunt, the cursed hunt, if you go through the entire voodoo doll in the ghost room and it doesn't ride in the book, it's all, especially tier 3 book, it's probably not ghost riding. Again, hopefully you get a door touch or a light switch toggle out of that as well, so you can check for UV. So it's great for that. It can be pretty good also just for trying to listen for the room. So finding the ghost room again, you just walk to like one corner of the map, pull a pin. Do you hear anything? No. Move to another corner of the map, pull a pin. Do you hear anything? No. Can be pretty good with that as well. But I still think it comes in below the board, mirror, and monkey paw for finding the ghost room. It's still one of my favorite ghost possessions, though, the voodoo doll. It's very useful. And I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the challenge. And remember, dose makes poison. Thank you for watching.